My Muay Thai coach,
Sasso's in it, yeah.
My Muay Thai coach, the great coach Crew Vic, he tweeted me or texted me immediately after our last episode, and he's a big T-Fat-K fan, and he said Mario Lopez would beat the shit out of Frank Grillo. And I said,
you tell your instructor,
wait 1 second.
No disrespect.
There needs to be
a celebrity
right now, especially if they were to meet.
Frank is. I'm putting all my money on Frank, and I know Mario Lopez can box.
Yeah,
I'm putting
like my boy Frankie.
Money. Yeah, I'm putting all my money.
Frank, you know what? Frank's just tougher.
He's just tough.
That's probably true. Though.
Frank's
tough.
He's tough. Man. He's just,
and he knows boxing.
And he fought. I know for a fact when he was younger, he fought every weekend.
And also, Frank, if you broke his nose, he won't give a fuck. You break Mario Lopez's nose, what do you think's going to happen?
True. No, you're right. I mean, I see.
You tell your instructor. I
see him wearing the bitch
Frank
bar,
boxes every day with 3 guys. Chris Van Heerden, a high-level boxer, fought Earl Spence. I mean, he fights Bryan Valeria.
He's not
with Bryan Valeria.
Let's go easy on the term fight.
No, but I'm saying he does spar. He
works out with them.
Yep,
I've seen them spar. Okay. He's not going blow for blow with
No. You never say an actor is going blow for blow with a guy like Chris Van Heerden.
Take it easy.
Come on,
you have to chill,
of course,
especially with your haircut.
Of course you do. But really studies the art of boxing.
He's obsessed with it. I've seen the guy work out. Even when I was fighting, he'd be in there. I'm telling you, he'd outwork me.
Yeah. He was obsessed with jiu-jitsu.
And then he's also crazy.
And he's crazy.
I was gonna say he's like a real tough guy.
Like he's a real tough
guy.
You know, like I make fun of Hollywood for being tough guys. Frank's a tough guy.
He'll fight you. He'll fight you right now.
So we were having this conversation on the last Jason Ellis show. Who wins a celebrity fight if it goes down old school UFC style, no weight classes? You fight, you continue going on like a bracket.
Okay, tournament style, multiple fights in a night.
If Joe counts, he wins, right? Rogan?
Against who?
Celebrities. The world
All
of celebrities.
Black belt in jiu-jitsu, legit black belt, right? I mean,
he kicked like a fucking mule. He's in shape.
He can punch. And he's all. I
need to know the other celebrities.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we got to throw in Frank. I mean, I'm just thinking of people who could even.
Joe would time in knots. Frank doesn't know.
That's the thing. It's like I'm just thinking about the reality of a real MMA fight where, sure, if it's just and we're to stand back and exchange blows, there's one. But if when it goes to the ground, Joe's the best, by far the best celebrity grappler. Like,
for sure. But also Joe can kick.
Fucking like crazy.
His stand-up's good too.
Yeah, he can back kick, roundhouse kick.
Those spinning kicks, you take one of those to the sternum, you're done.
How about in the leg or in the head?
I don't know. I'd have to know the other celebrities because some
of it has to do with who can take a punch too. You can kick and punch when you get caught with the right hand.
You toss Chris Hemsworth in there. I saw him box.
Big boy. Really?
Oh.
He's
bad. A big boy too.
I will say though,
he's your size, right?
Bigger than me.
I will say though,
tolerant, leaner, that's a big better looking.
No one can throw kicks. Period. That isn't a professional fighter. Chris Hemsworth, his Muay Thai looked okay. Like
I've never seen his Muay Thai. I've seen his
kicks
boxing in person.
Yeah,
and I walked in the gym. I saw his big ass. I didn't register that it was Thor, and I thought it was maybe a new sparring partner for me. And I was like, who the fuck's that in the ring back there? Like, that's Thor, man. I was like, that's Chris Hemsworth.
He's a cool guy.
Let's see him box.
Let me tell you how I know.
Has he ever sparred or fought though, Brennan?
I don't know. He's kind of Thor, so I'm not worried about it.
I think it was the outdoor one, Chin. You go back. Like because throwing a kick's different. See, that's not bad. It's not good.
That's also 3 years ago.
But he's got the counterbalance.
Big guy. Never has he sparred. What happens when he gets jabbed in the fucking nose? There are a lot of things, though. A lot of things. Fighting's so different than hitting mitts. Hitting mitts is literally a different sport.
I'm not talking about him in a fight. I'm talking about the fact that
where
most people who try to throw a kick, it looks so bad. And that wasn't all that bad.
But if we're just talking about celebrities, we're not going to see any celebrities get punched in the face, Brian. So,
except for Bryan Callen, and I'm not a celebrity.
I don't know.
I think you have to remove
Brendan, look at me.
Celebrities that were formerly professionals.
I agree.
You are out. Randy Couture's out.
Obviously.
Yeah.
He's
he
a real
doesn't
fighter.
count. That's not fair.
No, can't do that.
Mike Tyson's out, obviously.
Look, he's an athletic guy and a big fella.
He was at
big guy.
He was at a storage unit that I used to have my car parked at.
You still have a dad too.
And this is how I know he's actually a cool person. He comes in with his wife, who is fucking so fucking hot.
Bring her up, Jen.
Oh my god,
she's not a celebrity, right?
Elsa Pataki. She is.
Oh, she is. He just busts nuts in her, dude, because they have like 6 kids.
I would be a never-ending stream of jizz inside her because she is so ridiculously hot, and not a spring chicken, and still looks like that.
Oh wow,
that's not a good picture of her either.
That's old.
What's a good one?
Like there, like she's
smoking.
That's a really attractive
and
woman.
Chris Hemsworth, of course, should have. Would you expect anything less?
Right.
No.
The man.
As a matter of fact, I expected 2 to 3.
I'm at the.
He's a good-looking guy.
I'm at the storage
say the
unit,
best, Bryan.
sitting down with the guy at the counter, like signing in, and we're bullshitting because I had my GTO parked there when I used to have my muscle car, and he was asking me about my car. And we're talking, and Chris Hemsworth walks in with his fucking wife, and I'm like, hey. I'm just trying to keep silent, but he's a pretty impressive celebrity.
Yeah.
And he was looking at the like selection of locks, to put on his storage unit, and he goes, what happens if I lose the combination to this one? What's the difference between these two? And then the guy's like, one's, comes with a key and the other one is a combination. He's like, well, what happened if I forget my combination? I was like, use the hammer of Thor.
You said that?
And he goes, what? And because the guy started laughing.
That's very funny.
And he goes, what? And I go, use the hammer of Thor. And I'm thinking, oh, this guy's gonna fucking punch me. And he goes, that's good, mate. That's good. And I was like, oh, okay. Thor's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Dude, she is smoking.
Yeah, that's a woman.
He's got a
I've never seen her before.
What is he? He's just Viking.
He
all the way
bulked
around.
up too.
He's a Aussie, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Australian.
Just a
Him and his
giant-
brother.
That's a good. It's a poontang haven too. A lot of attractive.
Have you been to Australia?
I was a little kid, but I just like the media allows me to know that there's a tremendous amount of poon
It's ridiculous.
coming out of Australia.
Yeah, some of the most pretty girls in the world.
Oy vey.
Oof.
You don't remember her in Fast and Furious? She was a
I
cop.
don't watch Fast and Furious.
Oh, okay.
37 years old.
That doesn't happen.
I watched the first one, then when they started jumping off buildings, and then
Yeah.
The Rock's like holding a GTO by his fucking right hand out of a helicopter. I'm like, I'm out.
How well does The
Boy,
Rock
she's
do
delicious.
in the celebrity brawl?
Before he got I don't know,
Because his
football.
size, and the man
played
played
football.
at the University of Miami. He's not. He's not.
He's an athlete.
Legit
He's an athlete. He's got some toughness, and he's fucking huge.
Samoan and
fucking
black.
huge. Now he's probably not going to make for the most crisp striker because of his bulk.
He's gonna be stiff.
But if he gets a hold of you, that's a gigantic man that has lifted
But
professionally.
we got to be talking about weight classes, right? Or are we just talking about open?
You can't with celebrities.
Open field.
You
can't do that with celebs.
The
I'm
bigger
saying
guys,
brawl for all.
most celebrities
Brawl
are
for
my
all.
size. They're small.
Well, Rogan would choke The Rock out
Exactly.
easily,
yeah,
Very quickly.
very quickly.
Yeah.
yeah.
I give some current events.
You teach the Rock some jiu-jitsu, though.
Okay,
look,
so
I'm talking 6 years to compete with Rogan. Rogan's a black belt.
I think if you're really big and strong, it cuts through a lot of years, doesn't it?
It
Like,
does.
Oh, does it, Brian?
Yeah.
It does.
The Rock
Listen.
at his age, you're looking at. I mean,
Well, Bubba, I'm
compared to a
saying-
black
I'm
belt
saying a dude with your strength. Okay.
against a black belt.
Yeah, even if he was my size, a black belt,
You
I
get
don't care
rolled up-
what
you
you
get rolled
say.
up.
Bubba, I know that. I know. But after a year of you training with Henner and Huron, after a year, hold
get
on,
destroyed.
and I'm a black belt,
Destroyed.
and he's my size.
Destroyed.
You're wrong about that.
What do I know? You're right, Brian.
You're wrong. You
do
say
I
this,
know?
but you're wrong.
I
I'm
agree with
telling you, I'm
Brendan.
right.
Here's
so
the-
you train for after a
I
year.
trained for 6 years
Hold
with
on.
Henner and Huron.
After you trained for 1 year, when you got up with a regular black belt like me, my size, you're telling me that he was tapping you out?
Oh yeah, a legit black belt would tap
belt.
out any big guy in the world.
Here's how I know.
But
After
easily,
a year, an athlete like you,
super easy.
training jujitsu.
super easy.
Especially if it's
disagree with
just jackness. Don't get me wrong. That helps.
I saw exceptions to that.
And Brian, I'm telling you, Brian,
Were
I'm
those
t-
exceptions
Brian-
wrestlers?
Brian, I'm
that's the difference.
Brian, I'm telling you,
because a college
Bubba,
wrestler,
Try an athlete like that.
Hey, Bubba, I lived it, homeboy. And I'm telling you,
But you're
would-
falsely modest.
I'm
You do all
not.
this
I'm
shit.
telling you, we get NFL guys in who train for 2-3 years. Brian Ortega would annihilate them in
their
30
head off.
seconds. Annihilate them.
Yeah, Brian Ortega's an exception. But
that's the special thing about jiu-jitsu.
I'm telling you, I've seen my entire career where the big guy comes in, he's there for a year, and he loses confidence, and you don't see him anymore because he gets fucked up.
That's the
Jiu-jitsu
real
does take
special
a
thing
long
about
fucking time, man.
I
The
prefer-
longest.
yeah, it does.
For me, like training wise, I prefer. I'm obsessive about Muay Thai. I love training Muay Thai. I love it. But the real special thing about jiu-jitsu is that what Brandon's talking about is very, very unique in combat. If you took a former NFL player, like an exceptional athlete that's big and strong, and you gave him 6 months of jiu-jitsu lessons and he really took it seriously, Crone Gracie at 140 pounds still going to choke the fucking shit out of him.
Easily.
Still going to make him go to sleep.
Easily.
But if you took, a high level NFL athlete and you gave him 6 months of boxing, he could hold his own. He could, if you
boxing?
really like a really talented athlete that's big and strong, and you just taught him how to throw a light. I mean, he could do some shit
though, because
you know
a lot of really good boxers. So you got a tall 47-pounder in there, who's been throwing his right hand ever since. He's gonna light you up.
I'd still put my money on a professional boxer, but my point is that
he can protect himself, stay out of.
If you're a great athlete, it's like the difference. Like baseball's the same way. It doesn't matter how high you jump, how fast you run. If you're a gifted athlete, you can't play baseball. You can't play baseball.
Yeah. So you're right. I mean, when you're a big time strong athlete, you're a 270-pound, 260-pound athlete, and you're wrestling or jiu-jitsuing with a guy who's 165. You have a huge advantage if you're athletic. You have a huge advantage. You're going to be able to. A little technique goes a long way. It goes a long way.
A longer way. But so, for instance, I've seen how this plays out. So Henry Gracie trains. He was I think 6 or 7 time Pro Baller. Go to his Instagram. He just posts about him. This kid this grown man. He's from African descent. I forget his name. Played for the Kansas City Chiefs. Pro Baller. 3 years jiu-jitsu. He's a blue belt. Every black belt at the Gracie Academy would steamroll this dude on a daily basis.
That guy right there.
That guy right there. 6-time Pro Baller, Bryan. 3 years of jiu-jitsu. He's a blue belt. As a blue belt, every smaller from small guy to the heavier black belts would absolutely.
I'd have to see that with my own eyes because I have trouble believing it. I just do.
I'm just telling you, I've lived it, brother. I know. I don't. Where we did at Henzo's. I'm telling you, for 10 years, I was in the jiu-jitsu gym. We'd have big guys come in there and they get fucked up.
Yeah, I know they get fucked up. The guys who get black belts will fuck them up.
But big wrestlers. I've seen white belt college wrestlers that come in that are jacked.
We're not. Brian's not talking about wrestlers.
I know. I'm
wrestlers have different bases.
There's a thing about real high level wrestlers, freestyle wrestlers. If they're jacked enough,
their base
it doesn't matter how good your
bases are too good.
Sometimes they
their bases are good.
Yeah.
He's a freak of all freaks, by the way.
Just a crazy ass.
6-time Pro Baller. I mean, led the league in sacks.
And he's been training a lot, huh?
A ton.
I watched Henner. I mean, you watch Henner like
275 pounds. Brian Ortega ties him in knots.
Yeah.
In knots. Fuck. Jiu-jitsu is based off the little man. That's what it's for.
Yeah. There's plenty of YouTube videos of like world's strongest man versus jiu-jitsu guy, or like I think there's one. I think it's Clark Gracie. It may have been. It's a Gracie taking on a giant bodybuilder dude, and it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time.
Tamba Ali, that's his name. Freak, man. The freak of all freaks.
I would put myself high on if you count me as a celebrity, which I don't really count, but if there was a celebrity Muay Thai fight, I'll throw myself high on the list because I will.
You've been training forever.
I have for a long time, and I love it. I taste it in my mouth when I'm on my way.
You like it,
and I don't think people throw enough.
Spar?
I do a lot, but
you hit in the head.
Yeah, but I know, like when I'm fighting real competitive Muay Thai fighters, they're not
teeing off,
but they'll fuck me up. But I know what it's like, the difference between getting my head snapped back and then someone who's like just moving around with me. You know what I'm saying?
From what I take from this conversation is very exciting for me because I'm going to train and I'm going to take my jiu-jitsu
super serious.
Seriously, and in 10 years, you piece of shit is coming, and it's going to be surf and turf, but it's going to be mostly turf. It's going to be mostly surf,
Bryan.
And then I'm going to surf you because you're going to be on the turf.
Okay.
You understand me? When I'm done with you, I'm going to get on you like this, and I'm going to surf you because you're going to be passed out, and I'm going to surf you. So I'm going to get you on the turf, and then I'm going to surf you.
Dude,
and that's my...
I hate to be shitty.
Don't put your finger near me.
Think about your hair in 10 years. Let's go to current events.
Fine, on that note...
let's have a grappling match when this lockdown's over, and I'm not going to train at all.
You
versus me. I'm training nothing.
All right. Do you? But I don't train enough.
I haven't trained. I haven't put on a gi or a rash guard in 6 months.
Well, but you're still training a lot. Are you a purple belt?
A blue belt.
All right. Well, I would love to roll with you, but you're a strong guy and you're young and athletic and you've trained a long time, right?
I'm scared.
I haven't rolled in forever, but I would love to. We'll do it. You'll beat me up, but we'll have a good time.
You'll beat me up.
Are we going to do takedowns?
From the standing position, like any jiu-jitsu competition that's ever existed.
Be careful now.
Brian wrestled in high school.
And I don't wrestle at all. I have no wrestling.
Did you wrestle in high school?
No.
Brian did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying you could blast a double.
What were you gonna say though? You didn't wrestle after high school.
And I'm a judoka guy.
Okay, but let's not.
And I am a Henso blue belt.
Hey, let's not.
Oh,
let's
watch how you touch
be.
me.
You didn't wrestle
Warn me before you touch
after
me.
high school at all.
Warn me before you touch me.
He says he was going to.
You don't know my
on
history.
the American team, and that's not true at all.
You don't know my history.
That's not true at all.
I did go to American University.
Hey, you remember how I lied? I said I saw a mountain lion.
Touch me
You're
again.
lying, saying you were going to wrestle in college. We know this. Go to current events, Jen.
Okay, so
And you said Bobcat.
Anything to do.
Great. You and I are gonna roll. We're gonna transcend.
You guys gonna fight?
I'm gonna choke you.
Jiu-jitsu.
I'm gonna choke you so hard.
You are gonna be surprised that your hands will be a little more full than you expect.
I believe that you'll probably take me down because you do have experience in judo and all that.
I'm gonna wear you
you're-
like a sweater.
I'm gonna
Wear you
wrap
like a
my legs
sweater.
around you. And you're gonna get a hold. You're gonna get a feel of my grip, and you're gonna go, "Oh shit, what have I done?" And your nightmares will come true.
You strong kid.
And I'm gonna grab your arm, and I'm gonna yank it across you, and I'm gonna triangle you too. And I'm not gonna give up when you tap, and I'm gonna put him to sleep. And I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna probably teabag you through my pants.
Really?
You're gonna foam in your mouth.
Now, I got some tricks up my sleeve. I carry a small knife, tiny knife. I'm going to cut you up a little bit, mark you up your back and stuff like that. You got nice skin. I'm jealous of it. So I'm going to carve you up. You're shredded. I'm going to shred you up even more.
Welcome
You
to Boston
understand?
Market.
And my elbows might open up too. Might open up a couple streaks on your face.
You elbow me, and I'm gonna push you off. I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna leg kick you so
Yes,
fucking hard.
that's what I want.
You're literally gonna cry.
This is what I
like in
want.
front of other grown
So
men.
should we make this a pay-per-view?
I guess you've never seen me jump over leg kicks, have you?
What will happen is you'll go high to jump over, and it'll catch the bottom of your feet, and you'll flip over, and you'll fucking like a football player getting depleted, like a wide receiver coming across the middle. Your head will go whack into the ground, and I will fall over laughing.
Well, I want to promote this. I'll be the Dana White. All
right.
It's me $4.99.
What do you lift a lot? You can move a lot of weight. Are you very strong?
Yeah, I'm not like him, but for a guy my size, I am.
What do you deadlift?
Hey, what do you deadlift?
520.
Oh my god!
What do you deadlift, Brian?
Not even.
He does more.
Not even.
I know. I don't need you to answer. He does more.
Right now.
Yeah.
Watch your tone.
Okay. What's going to happen? What are you going to do? Use some of that boxing you've been doing?
Don't you fucking disrespect.